You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? What is this? Green, and we're over the $4,000 barrier. That's a psychological thing that's been holding us down for quite a while. Woo! But what's going to be happening next, right? Should we be buying in? Is the bull market taking off? I don't know. We got technical analysis saying one thing. It could be going up, could be going down. That's why you never know what's going to be happening in these crazy cryptocurrency markets. We got a little bit of news. As always, we want to continue to bring you some great services as we spread Bitcoin awareness. And you know who else is here? My co-host, Samantha.
Good morning, everyone.
So how are you today, Samantha?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Today's my day off.
Today's your day off,
Yes.
Of course. We enjoy our weekends around here now.
I know, right?
So what are you thinking about this Bitcoin price being over $4,000 today?
I mean, it's nice.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's going to help a lot of people who, whatever have their psychological barrier-nesses, because, I don't know. I don't have a problem or fear of where Bitcoin's price is going to go, but yes, I'm sure it's helping a lot of people today to have a good day.
Well, I mean, I caught Tone Bays on earlier. He was saying that he thought the price could go up to as high as $5,000.
I know.
Of course, they still believe that we're in this bear market and that we're going to be heading down further. You know, personally, I'd like to believe that the bear market is over, that a period of accumulation has started. Not that I'm giving anyone any financial advice, but, it's always a matter of what are you doing in this market? What are your perspectives? Because, those of us like me and Samantha that are here thinking about retirement and this being a sounder form of money over the U.S. dollar, we're thinking differently. I mean, collecting Bitcoin at 3,000 or 4,000 or even as high as 7, 10, 12 is nothing in comparison to what the price of Bitcoin is going to be when we're 55, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking such a long-term period of time that it's more about that daily cost averaging. Now, if you're sitting here and you're trying to swing trade and make a living and make your mortgage off of it, we're talking about different things where you're up all night staring at that price, trying to determine these things. So, Samantha, would you mind pulling up that Coin Paprika so we can go ahead and take a look at these markets together, see what we got going on today?
So we can stare at those things. Okay.
Oh, my cognitive abilities are coming back slightly. I find myself capable of performing these rants a little.
Forming complete sentences. It is a skill.
All right. Well, as we have the sun blinding me here.
Apparently, maybe we should have went to the other spot.
It's okay. All right. Look at that market cap. We're up 2.35%, coming in at almost $140 billion. That's absolutely fantastic. But we're seeing that BTC dominance coming in at 50.73. I mean, personally, I'm not too concerned about it. We've seen time and time again that, these cryptocurrency markets have rallies, right? We get a Bitcoin rally, we get an altcoin rally. Yes, sometimes the altcoins and the Bitcoin comparatives stay tied together. Sometimes they separate. That's, how millionaires are made overnight in these things, right? But as we're looking at a Bitcoin price at $4,038.92, that's up 2.61%. Looking at a 2.2% gain on the overall week, I am quite pleased. I mean, you can even see that the daily volume has been coming up a little bit. We got Ethereum at $141. That's up 4.46. That's not bad at all. Looking at a 2.67 on the 7-day. We got XRapid at 31.9 cents with only a 1.23% gain. Looking at 1.47 on the 7-day. I mean, the big one here is Bitcoin Cash. Look at that. We got 10.92% gain in the last 24 hours, holding on to a 14.61 over the last 7-day. I mean, we had heard... Crypto Daily, talking about how the 200-day moving average for Bitcoin Cash was telling us that it could have been a potential good buy there, but I don't necessarily like to participate in those. I'm not much of a trader. Still having some really good gains on that Stellar Luma. Look at that, 20.81% for the overall week, as we're only looking at a 1.58% gain.
Still don't like that.
As I said, we're still continuing to shorten these things down, so let's not sit here and focus on this too much. You guys can look at these yourselves. Let's get down here and take a look at Steam, though, because we're still playing Steam Monsters and Drug Wars. I've added affiliation code links to that down below in case you guys were interested in actually getting started, or you wanted to just, do whatever to help kick back to the channel. These little affiliation codes, they help, right?
Of course.
So we got steam coming in at 46.7 cents, sliding backwards only 0.88, so that's not bad, looking at a 4.8% gain on the overall week. And let me switch screens here. As you can see, we got our tally fund going still. Not really any donations, but it's okay. We're still looking at quite a ways to go here. We got 66 days. I mean, hopefully, as we got our fingers crossed and the Bitcoin price continues to go upwards, we'll be able to find our way into some more donations to be able to help make ourselves off to the Sunset Music Festival here in May, at the end of May, the 25th and 26th, as we look at President's Day weekend. No, Memorial weekend. I don't know. It's a holiday weekend.
One of those ones. Wow, we sound very patriotic. It's one of those. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But as we've done for the last two events, we're looking to do the same exact thing. We're looking to maybe change it up a little bit, though, this time, and change the flyers with the embedded QR codes. If you want to get on board with this and help us design new flyers, we would appreciate the help. Looking for something a little different, because, of course, we're always trying to stay in motion, as Adam Meister says, trying to mix things up. As we tell you guys, we're completely not for profit. So every dollar that does come in, either through the super chats or the PayPal donations or just the commercial advertising monetization that happens with YouTube. And I even have the Tipping Me open, which has $6.37 that'll be coming over here soon. I know none of this seems like very much, but I do like to stay open and apparent here. As you know, one of the great things about blockchain is that you guys can track everything, right? I mean, as long as I'm willing to give you my addresses, you can track where our money goes.
Yep, that was Benton's lightning tip, and the like 3 rando ones. You had no idea where they came from.
All right, let me go ahead and stop the screen share. Let me pull out the backyard. Let me pop out the chat, see who we got hanging out with us today. Good Saturday morning, you guys. It feels good out here today, doesn't it, Sam? Not too hot, not too cold. I like all the green.
I know, right? I do too.
It looks like I gotta get a mower though.
I was thinking that.
It's starting to look like a little bit of a jungle back here. I try to put that off as long as possible around here, because once you start cutting it, there's no end to the situation. You're out here every weekend cutting it.
I know. Yeah, you can't tell from this side because it's not that bad, but yeah, the other side is kind of jungly going right now.
So I know that you weren't able to catch up on a lot of the news before you hopped in the show yesterday, and like I keep saying, my abilities to get out here and just, because I don't write this stuff down, right? I'm not, one of those people that have all of this scripted out or anything. I just speak, off the top of my head about what I feel is going on in the cryptocurrency space. Like I said, I've made the YouTube channel so you guys can get to know who I am. That's why I tell you guys my name at the beginning of every single episode, because, I want to help make Bitcoin and my reputation and all of this a positive thing, right? As I sit here and try to put my name to it and the free help desk and everything, I want you guys to know who you're getting in contact with and why you're getting in contact with me, and my feelings about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so that you know that I'm not like a Trevon James or a Craig Grant or a Nick or something where I'm just trying to get you to use some affiliation codes to make money in my own pocket.
All right, we actually have people.
We have people today.
What? Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you guys for joining us. Of course, if you haven't already, let Samantha know that you're here in the chat. Don't put her out of business. Of course, one of the main reasons we're here is to be able to answer your guys' questions. That's why we do these shows live and interactive.
All right, the Fundy AU. 2 shows in one day. I know, right? So now we're at the night.
You.
What?
Reaching out from Australia.
Andy Anderson. He says,
Andy.
I'm here. Silent Lamb. J.A., Josh, the Pothead, the Casual Bear. The Casual Bear asked, what coffee you drinking, man?
What do we got today?
It's Folgers.
I always just switch back and forth between Folgers and Maxwell, right?
Yes, you always do.
It's usually the creamer that you go ahead and switch based on what flavor you're feeling as you're staring at that Walmart selection.
Yeah, the whole giant wall or the cooler wall,
I know people like to rag on me about the coffee, talking about all these fancy coffees and everything. I'm real simple. I'm real basic. I mean, my father used to have one of those coffee pots that percolated, where you put the coffee in and the water.
Yep, where it had the little basket, and yep. Oh, we had one of those for a little while. I remember that thing was horrible. Ours was electric, though. Remember, it was a travel pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing was crazy. Okay, we're gonna go with Tim.
Okay, Tim.
He says, crucial question.
Okay, I'm ready.
No, about the coffee. Satoshi's Castle is here, And Josh says your reputation is clean and good.
I try, right? I mean, that's one of the things that I have tried is that I don't like to get out here and talk about things I really don't know about. I always try to be honest and open with you guys. That's why I never invested in any ICOs, right? I was like, oh, I don't know about all this. I don't really got money to just throw away. So I never did it.
But I guess we're just not very trusting people.
No, but I mean, that's part of this whole Bitcoin and cryptocurrency movement is you can't trust anybody. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, good people are hard to find, right? A lot of people are out for themselves. A lot of people throw you under the bus to help feed their own kids.
Oh yeah, like it's real hard, and I don't know, like the panhandlers and the stuff like that say like homeless just need help, and it's like, no, bro, you just need a fix. Like that's the problem. Like I bet if I gave you a sandwich, you'd still have this sign because that's not the real thing.
Samantha, it's not always that simple. Life is a matter of gray. You know, sometimes, I mean, when you're homeless, having a beer might just be the best thing for you just to help you relax because life is sucking that bad.
Yes, because you're one brother that likes to, I don't know, he likes to be homeless, it seems like. He just does it well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they say that you're never as free as you are when you don't have a cent to your name. So it's always a matter of perspective, you know. I mean, they say that money is its own burden and has its own problems.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So
the cat has a lizard.
Oh no, kitty. So, all right, we should probably get into some of the news here, Samantha. What are you thinking about this? We got the SEC. They're going to be going ahead and scheduling a public forum on blockchain and cryptocurrency on March 31st. So, I mean, positive, negative?
I don't know. I mean, it's all that double-edged swordness. Whoa.
I don't know why every day this cat has to come pull on the wire.
Well, this time it's the lizard he's trying to kill was trying to, yeah, cool. Okay, continue. We're good.
Okay. Well, they got a panelist. They got a crypto panelist. They got an academia panelist, and they're going to be discussing ICOs, digital assistants, or digital asset platforms, and new startups.
A new startup.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's always a matter. Samantha, you're very distracting over there. With
I'm sorry. I'm good now.
Put the cat down?
Yep. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So as we're looking at this, what are we seeing out of this? I mean, are we going to have anything big happening here with the SEC?
I mean,
no. I mean, never. I mean, it's going to be just more unclarity, uncertainty. I mean, we've been looking at regulations and rules coming in this year. I think I even seen somewhere a different article. I only read part of it talking about particular stable coins could even be seen as a security.
Yeah, I read that one too. And I was thinking, are you freaking kidding me? Like, okay. But,
I mean, and then we still have the chairman, Jay Clayton, resistant to the ideal of getting an ETF, talking about the manipulation.
Yeah. I would like to say that it doesn't matter and it's not going to mean anything and whatever, do your stuff and have your little conferences and your whatnots, but it probably will. It will probably do something. There will be some kind of...
Maybe it'll work to the plus. Maybe they'll come out and they'll have something good to say. Maybe they'll have a little bit more positive light on crypto. It'll hopefully help spring to the positive side here with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news, maybe releasing some of the tensions that we're feeling from accredited investors and hedge funds and all that stuff that we're looking for institutional stuff.
I mean, I don't know. Now that, yes, the price is going up a little, I mean, that's at least something. And then, I mean, I think half of everybody's problem is that we were doing absolutely nothing for so long in a lot of people's eyes, even though, I mean, like, you're very Lightning Network and whatnot, but I mean, like, there was always stuff that was actually happening and starting and doing and being very promising. But for mainstream people, I mean, I guess, yes, better to have news. I mean, maybe it'll make people feel like it's crypto spring instead of the winterness.
So what have we got? Anything in the chat, Samantha?
No. James Benhardt's here now. He says happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, and Bitcoin Jake.
Bitcoin Jake, buddy, thanks for joining us. Well, the other thing that we got today that we're going to be talking about, Lightning Network 1 year old today,
Nah.
right? Congratulations, happy birthday. We had talked about, where would Lightning Network be in 1 year? We had talked about way back when this had happened, when Elizabeth Stark,
Yes.
when she had released the first. It was 1 year ago that she released the first beta stuff for the Lightning Network. We were talking about that it may actually take a couple years, because the prices started coming down. At the time, people were saying, "Oh, there's Lightning Network. Maybe in a couple months, this will help bring the market back up." Well, I mean, here we are a year later. I'm happy with the growth of it. I mean, as of the last 30 days, there's been some real big movements, especially thanks to Hodlnot and the Lightning Torch, everything that's been happening with Jack Dorsey from Twitter.
Yep.
I mean, all of that's amazing. But right now, what are we looking at here? We got that the Bitcoin Lightning Network is 1,056.83 BTC strong. Big plus right there.
That's a decent
That's
chunk.
$4.2 million.
Right? I mean,
and that's about a 54% increase in the last 30 days. So, I mean, a lot of that has to do with the Lightning Torch and everybody getting on board with that. I got a link down below so you can go to the website that Hodlnot made so you can follow all of this. I've been following it for quite a while. I've laid off a little bit as of recently, but I mean, it was very exciting at first when it was going on. I had wanted to participate. We also got, what else do we got? We got 47% jump in the number of channels, going up to 39,222 channels. And usually, like right now, about the average channel is $172. And then in the article, they continue to go on, but that's just based on today's Bitcoin price.
right.
Because as we look at a $40,000 and a $400,000 Bitcoin, we start to look at $1,000 or $1,700 channel, and then we start to look at a $17,000.
Yeah, right. I mean, it is just okay.
Yeah, because one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. So
You don't say. Okay. James Van Hart says, Bitcoin miners stated the $10 billion pump should have put Bitcoin past 4,100 and really 4,500 price as compared to past states price manipulation.
that's been coming up quite a bit lately. Whether or not the price has been being suppressed. A lot of people keep talking about governments at hand, exchanges at hand, possibly things with Tether.
Yeah, there's always things with Tether.
I mean, I think the bigger situation is that, I mean, okay, if the price is being suppressed, are you at least being smart enough to take advantage of the opportunity? I find myself in these situations a lot that I can't always do something about what's happening around me, right? Like I can't do anything about the price of gasoline.
Yes. The gallon of milk, yeah.
But I can do what I can do to try to make the best of the situation. So if they're going to be suppressing the price, and if they're going to continue to keep suppressing the price, am I taking the appropriate actions to not need the Bitcoin that I have right now, right, to have to cash it out? And am I taking the appropriate measures to try to start accumulating this stuff, because it's going to be harder and I'm going to get a lot less in the future when they can't suppress this price anymore? Because, the main factor here is that as time goes on, it becomes more and more evident that Bitcoin is going to be a form of currency. And it may not be, as big as the world or as the US dollar and be the world's, reserve currency, but it is going to be a competing form of currency, at least in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that it is going to be
a lot more.
There's going to be
recognized.
there is going to be an actual niche, just like how you pay with PayPal and you pay with the Venmo crap and you pay with all that stuff. If nothing else, it will literally have a niche in there for the, oh Lord, I'm forgetting what the heck the word is. But like Western Union, the remittance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there we go. That kind of stuff. If nothing else, people to people.
We see the Lightning Network taking more and more adoption here. It goes to show that there's scaling that's gonna, that is taking place. And I think that as this Lightning Network adoption starts to happen more on a graphic user interface level, and everybody is capable of using it and understanding what's happening with the Lightning Network and not needing to know the technicals of what's happening in the background, I think the adoption will become bigger and bigger, and it'll start steamrolling.
Yeah, because it is that a lot of people just want stuff to do stuff and they don't want to have to really know why or any of that. So yes, as soon as it becomes super easy where you just touch two buttons, like everybody's gonna use it.
I mean, it's always a complicated situation in the world, right? There's a matter of the people that are in the space right now that are just trying to get rich quick, and then there's the people in the space now that are like me, that are freedom fighters, saying that we need better money out there because the dollar is not working for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people out there that are just trying to make the dApps and the games and the smart contract platforms saying that there's nothing wrong with the dollar, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. We just need a way to help eliminate middlemen and start micro payments in a form to digitalize the future.
I do like the micropayment stuff. Like that was some crazy crap. I mean, I don't know, man. I drive around with some of these housekeepers, and I would possibly pay for micropayments of minutes or hours in a car with extra insurance on myself, for sure. Yeah, I'm just saying. I can
So what
see
do we
the
got going on in the
idea.
chat there, Samantha?
James Benhart says, nicely stated. We are in it for the long haul.
Of
And
course.
Bitcoin Jake says Bitcoin is already the first real global currency. It is. I'm just sadly not, I don't know. We need everybody. I want every single like country and teeny tiny something something, everybody.
When it comes to Bitcoin, it's just going to be a matter of adoption, right? And adoption is going to be a matter of multiple case scenarios. It's going to be what brings you into it. Is it going to be because it's hip and trendy and you start seeing it all over social media? Is it that your country's dollar is inflating out of control and you have to find a way to start saving your money? Is it something like me and a lot of people like me where a couple $1,000s saved in a bank account is usually or was the best thing you could hope for until you came into cryptocurrency? It's going to be something different for everybody. That's why, as I tell you guys, I'm out here and I try to tell people about Bitcoin and explain it to them. It's hard to actually explain to Bitcoin to people. It's easier to just try to lead them to the path because everybody finds a different value in it. I found people that, they really love the anonymity. They think that it's a great way to hold funds and store funds. And then I found people that think that they're just going to quit their job and start trading and that this is a great option for them.
Yes.
So, I mean, not that I can tell them that that's wrong. I just know that trading's hard, but maybe they found their niche. Maybe this is something that they're going to be good at.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen people who can do it and stuff. So it is like, yeah, I mean, you can. We can't do it very well, but hey. Josh says the average person or people still see Bitcoin payments as bartering. It's a mental block. People just need to get used to the BTC as money. It's all liquid and interchangeable anyways. I know that's the problem with the merchants. And like no one wants to be like, yes, I'll accept it. Just deal with the fact that you might go up or down 50 cents or $1 or whatever it is in your actual merchant transactional price. I mean, really? But no. And Crypto Shrug Author is here. He says, good morning.
Good morning, Crypto Shrugged. I hope you're doing well. Oh, today's the day that he's traveling here in Florida that he was hoping to have met meet up with us.
Yes, but you like literally were not even capable of forming thoughts for. I mean, yesterday was even a little bit hard. If anybody watched that one, yeah.
Sorry for flaking, my friend. I don't know. I mean, I know that cryptocurrency is going to be a big part of the future. I know that as we sit here and we keep going through these motions, I've been out here for 2 years doing this. There's going to be FUD after FUD after FUD, but at the same time, you're not going to get me down, right? You're not going to convince me or change my mind otherwise, because the same exact core principles that held my beliefs strong through this whole thing are still here, and nothing's changed. Now that we have segregated witness and we have the Lightning Network, we have a scaling solution. Right? And now that we have a scaling solution, we're stepping in the right direction of making Bitcoin a better form of money, like the Internet 3.0, in order to be able to transact across borders. It's better money because it's not just printed out of nowhere like we do with the Federal Reserve. And it's better money because this transaction is a push and not a pull. And nobody can take the money from you without you going ahead and approving it with your private keys.
I don't know what's going on over there. They're inside the coop. bucking, they're outside, they're all sorts of buck, 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 buck.
You gotta love mating season. All right. Samantha.
Okay then.
Is there anything going on in the chat? Or else
No,
otherwise,
we're
I guess
good.
we'll go ahead and start wrapping this episode up. As always, we'll be here tomorrow with a brunch episode, and then we'll be here with a Monday night recap. As we've been bringing you 4 episodes across the weekend: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays. What else do we got going on? Well, besides that, we got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes down there below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets. Plus, we're posting on a lot of other social media sites that you should probably come over, check out yourself, and start collecting that cryptocurrency. It's not going to hurt. We could be looking at a bull run. We're on the other side of $4,000 right now, right? I mean, yes, it's a long way to go till we start seeing that all-time high at $20,000. But we know that when Bitcoin gets going, it just moves in leaps and bounds, and you can't predict the top and you can't predict the bottom. That's why you got to daily cost average this stuff. That's why you got to be here for the long haul, because you can't jump in at just the right time. You know, that prediction and key moment is going to come and go without you even noticing.
I know, right? I know, that's the worst part about this is the whole 2020 hindsight crap where you're all like, oh, wow, so, yeah, hate it. Hate it.
Anything in the chat, Samantha?
No, we have James saying, bring a Guinness, Tom?
What?
Guinness? Guineas?
Oh, Guineas.
No, I don't know. Guinness. And it's a Tom. It says Tom.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, you guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming out here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Same time? Same place?
He said beer. So it is Guinness. Yeah. Okay. See? So I was like, is that really that many S's? I don't know. Or N's? Cool. Like, I'm not sure. I'm horrible at, you know.
I don't know. We might have a beer Monday night. Do you guys want?
Oh, the nighttime one?
I don't know. We were supposed to be looking at rain, and I seen in the forecast.
Yeah, one of those days is 90%. So that's not optimistic.
All right, you guys. Go out there. Have a great day. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.